Hey everyone, Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football. I'm live in my hotel room in Amarillo, Texas with take 2 of 3 from Thursday for the bi-district round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. And I'm going to start with my games tonight. I had 2 games tonight. The first one was a 4 o'clock kickoff at Happy State Bank Stadium in Canyon, where in 3A Division II, the Canadian Wildcats blew past the Muleshoe Mules 72-14. It was all Canadian from the jump. Quarterback Weston Mitchell in the first half alone, 344 yards, 6 touchdowns passing. It was all Canadian tonight. They completely dominated Muleshoe in every aspect of the game. This game was over with at halftime. It was 65-7. Backups, running clock in the second half, what you would expect from a blowout. And I think that's a kind of a theme from tonight, at least at the 4A and below level. A lot of blowouts tonight. No upsets that I can really think of off the top of my head. Maybe a couple of 3s over 2s, that kind of thing. But for the most part, in 4A below, it was chalk, and it was a lot of lopsided results. My second game of the night was a lopsided result in 5A Division II, as congrats to the Amarillo Palo Duro Dons and Eric Mims as they improved to a 10-1 on the year with a dominant 56-7 win over El Paso Hanks. Quarterback Julian Deuce Reese had a monster game tonight, throwing, I believe, 6 touchdowns in the game. Just an absolutely flawless performance from him. Palo Duro's defense had a great second half. Second quarter, they outscored Hanks 35-0 in the second quarter and then pitched a shutout in the second half. It was all Palo Duro in this one. The Dons earned their first playoff win since 2014 and their first 10-win season since 2001. What a performance from the guys from the north side of Amarillo. Congrats to Amarillo Palo Duro. They will take on the winner of tomorrow's showdown in Mansfield in 5A Division II Region 1 between the Anna Coyotes and the Mansfield Timberview Wolves. Now looking across the state, let's start in Class 6A, where we had 2 state championship contenders get pushed to the brink tonight. I think that's the story of the night tonight. First, let's go to the Metroplex. 6A Division I Region 1. The Allen Eagles escape Louisville's upset bid to remain undefeated at 11-0. They escape 22-15 over Louisville. Louisville take a 15-14 lead into the fourth quarter. They scored about 8 minutes left in the game to take the lead. Allen drives down, and about 4 minutes left in the game, they take the lead, go up 7. Louisville drives down into Allen territory. They fumble. Allen recovers, and they're able to run out basically the rest of the clock and run out the game. Allen wins 11-0, but they escape. Definitely not a vintage performance from Allen. You got to give a lot of credit to Louisville. They played well. They are a very talented football team. They just hadn't been able to put 4 quarters together. Even though in a loss, this might have been Louisville among their best games of the year, honestly, playing a team the caliber of Allen. But Allen does survive in advance, 22-15. Now, let's go to the Houston area, also in 6A Division I, but in Region 3. My pre-playoff state championship pick, the Fort Bend Ridgepoint Panthers, do go to 11-0, but it was down to the wire. They defeat Pearland Dawson 21-16. It looked like Ridgepoint was going to cruise early. They jump up 14-0, and you're thinking, okay, here we go, Ridgepoint blowout. Credit to Dawson. They hung in there, made this a game. 21-10 late. Dawson scores to make it 21-16. They get a stop. They get the ball back. They're unable to do anything with it. There's a little bit of a punt fest there. Then Dawson late in the game throws an interception, and you're thinking, okay, Ridgepoint's going to get a first down. They're going to run the clock out, and they're going to get out of there with the win. Ridgepoint fumbles on their own 35-yard line, giving Dawson the ball back with under 2 minutes to go in the game. Less than 30 seconds left. They hit a big pass down to the 2-yard line. Clock runs. They clock it. There's 1 second left in the game. They have 1 play from the 2-yard line to win it, and the pass is incomplete. Fort Bend Ridgepoint escapes at home with a 21-16 win, and I think that game, these 2 games, I think, summarize Class 6A Division I. A ton of parity. It is a wide open race. If you are a favorite, this might be your notice, right? That anybody can be beat in the Texas High School Football Playoffs, especially in 6A Division I. Even the state championship contenders, if they don't bring their A game, the people that are playing are good enough to beat them. This is there are no dominant teams in 6A Division I. I think this puts a lot of the contenders who didn't play tonight, they better be taking notes, and they better be ready to go tomorrow, because if not, there could be an upset. And it would not surprise me if tomorrow we saw a brand name program in 6A Division I lose. That's how balanced 6A Division I is. It's a lot of parity, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch as we move through the Texas high school football playoffs. The game of the night probably was in El Paso. Lubbock Cooper, a 4 seed. Who says 4 seed shouldn't be in the playoffs, right? Lubbock Cooper knocks off El Paso del Valle 45-42. Congrats to Chip Darden's ball club. They had an up and down regular season. It's pretty clear at this point the opening of Lubbock Liberty has really hurt Lubbock Cooper's depth. They just don't have the same depth and talent pool to draw from. Yet Chip Darden and that coaching staff continues to keep them relevant in West Texas. They take the long road trip to El Paso, going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Texas. Lubbock Cooper knocks off Del Valle 45-42. A heroic performance from Del Valle quarterback Jake Fetty, the El Paser. The Arizona State commit. His high school career comes to an end. Looking forward to watching him in Tempe. But Lubbock Cooper advances to the second round of the playoffs with a 45-42 win. Finally, another contender gets pushed a little bit in the first half. Carthage pulls away in the second half for a 63-34 win over Pittsburgh, a game Pittsburgh squad, much improved this year. Carthage does get the win. Jet Surratt threw 6 touchdown passes, and the Carthage offense, no notes, outstanding. I do have concerns about Carthage's defense. They gave up 28 first half points to Pittsburgh. This is not the first time Carthage's defense has been touched up this year. I don't know if they had I think they had the personnel to get it done. I mean, they did not have, so full disclosure, their star linebacker, DeWeavis Beck, who I believe is an A&M commit, did not play in the game. Obviously a big loss for Carthage. They can get him back next week, which they may get him back next week, will help the defense out a lot. But they've been touched up multiple times this year. That's going to be something to watch as we move through the playoffs, especially in a potential third-round matchup with Texarkana Pleasant Grove. So Carthage does win, and they do win comfortably, 63-34, but I know Scott Surratt's not going to like that 34 spot Pittsburgh put up on him, so keep an eye on that. Hey, don't forget, Saturday, 10:30, Texas football tonight. Greg Tepper, Ashley Pickle, a cast of thousands. We'll be bringing you all the by-district playoff highlights. They'll bring you updated brackets for area-round playoffs, matchups that we're going to look forward to next week, highlights from across the state of Texas. Make sure you tune in Dave Campbell's YouTube, Texan Live, any place you watch the Dave Campbell's programming. We will have it for free, 10:30 Saturday night. Hey, I'm back tomorrow. I got 2 more games from the Texas Panhandle to attend, and then Saturday morning, I'm off to Houston for 2 more games. So hope everyone has a great night and enjoy the first round of the playoffs.